الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيبي وحبيب الله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الهاديين المهديين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله، صلى الله عليك يا نبي الله، صلى الله عليك وعلى أهل بيتك الطيبين الطاهرين. فاز من اعتصم بكم وأمنا من لجأ إليكم. سادتي يا أولياء الله، يا ليتنا كنا معكم فنفوز فوزا عظيما. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر الأهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين وعلى أنصار الحسين جميعا، ورحمة الله وبركاته. صلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
قال أمير المؤمنين علي عليه السلام للحسن والحسين: أوصيكما بتقوى الله، وألا تبغي الدنيا وإن بغتكما، ولا تأسفا منها ما زوي منها عنكما، واعملا للأجر وقولا للحق، وكونا للظالم خصما وللمظلوم عونا. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Tonight, I would like to offer my condolences to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam and to Ahlul Bayt in general, especially our 12th Imam, Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
And to the Shia of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam throughout the world, especially the Shia of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam in this masjid. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to be the true followers of the path of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. Tonight, I want to share with you wasiyah of Imam Ali alayhi salam. before Imam Ali alayhi salam departed from this world, what did he do? What did he say to you and myself? Because Imam Ali alayhi salam is a father to all of us. And the Prophet said in one of the hadith, Ya alayya ana wa anta abawa hadhihi al-ummah. We are the fathers of this nation. Now our father Imam Ali is now leaving this world. And he is telling you certain things to do after him and to observe them. In Islam, we have two types of wasiyah, a will. A wasiyah is called al-wasiyah fi al-deen and wasiyah fi al-mal. Two. Every mu'min, before you depart from this world, you should have two types of will. One is about deen, the other one is about al-mal. But guess what? Imam Ali alayhi salam, he only did one. Only one will you have about Imam Ali. And that is wasiyya fi deen. Why Imam doesn't have the second one? Because he didn't have money to talk about. The second one, which is al-wasiyya fil mal, is wajib upon a person who has some money. Imam Ali didn't have any money, so what do you talk about? So he only talked about one side of the wasiyah, which is al-wasiyya fi deen, and that's it. But I just want to share with you, for our information about wasiyya fi deen, fil mal. In Islam, writing wasiyah, a will, is mustahab. That every mu'min have to have a will. Because this is an opportunity Allah is giving you as a Muslim. Everything you want to happen, you want to be done, after your death, you have the right to write it in your will. Who do you want to come for your funeral? You can write it there. A certain person, you don't want him to come, your janazah, you can write it there. Like Zahra salamullah alayha, she wrote in her will to Imam Ali, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, wa'affi mawda'a qabri. That's one of your will. Don't let some people know where I'm buried. That's wasiyah. It's your right. You can do that. Who do you want to wash your body? It's your right. Islam gave you to write it in your will. Who do you want to pray on your body after your death? It's your right. Islam gave you. Who you don't want to come, your funeral, it's your right. Islam gave it to you. But guess what? In Islam, this right is use it or lose it. If you write it down during the lifetime, it gets to be implemented. If you don't write it down, then it's lost. Now you lost it. Now your awliya al-mayyit, they get to make that decision, whether you like it or you don't. That is why it's important to write a will. And Rasulullah said, Man taraka al-wasiyyata la muruwwata lah. A person who refused, who failed to write his will, the Prophet ﷺ said, he has missed some part of being a true human being. The Prophet said in one of the hadiths, he said, don't go to bed unless your will is under your pillow. That is how important will is. Now, as a Muslim, how do I write a will? Here they say in fiqh, al-wasiyya fil mal is always divided into four, and this is fiqh issue. You want to write something about your will in mal, in money, you have to write it in four things. Number one, it's called al-wajibul mali. And it's important for every one of us, dear brothers. And this should be one of the lessons of tonight. Because Imam Ali, tonight, that is what he did. Writing a will before he departed this world. The first part of writing will is called al-wajibul mali. Wajibul mali is that if I owe anybody, and alhamdulillah, you live in America, all of us, you have credit cards, you have mortgages, so that means it's wajib to put it in your writing, in your will. If you owe anybody a penny, then the rule of writing a will changes from mustahab to wajib, that you have to write it down. That is called wajibul mali, if you owe somebody money. There is one, and it doesn't matter whether it's Allah or human being. You made another to Allah. Ya Allah, if so and so happen, I will give this amount of money as another, as a sadaqah. It becomes wajib, you have to write in your will. That is called wajibul mal. Number 2 is called wajibul mali wal badani. It's a wajib that involves 2 things. The first one is all about money. The second one is about money and your body. And that is al-hajj. At one point, you are mustatiya. You have the money, the means to go to hajj. But you say, no, I'll postpone it to next year. Next year comes, something happens, you're not able to go. Still it's wajib for you. That you have to write it in your will. That if I die, I have to let somebody to make the hajj on my behalf. You have to put it in writing. And it's called wajibul mali wal badani. It's called mal and badan. Meaning, it involves money because you have to pay for your plane ticket, your hotel, your food, and badan because you need to do tawaf. You need to do the sa'i. So it involves 2 things. The first one is all about money. That's it. The second one, it involves money and the body. That is 2. Number 3 is called wajibul badani. And that is wajibat that you miss. Misl salah. Example, salah. And amazing here about Islam. As-salah, if you miss, or I miss a salah, 1 day, 2 days, 1 month, 2 months. Here Islam said also you can write in your will. How? You write in your will, I miss so and so prayer. If you don't have a child or anybody to perform on your behalf, then they have to hire somebody. Somebody have to be paid, and it's called salatul ijar. Hiring somebody to pray on your behalf. You have to put it in writing. It's called wajibul badani. Number 4 is called al-hiba al-amma. General gift. A person who was kind to you, a brother, a sister, a son. You want to do kindness to them. You can write more in your will that I want so and so. My house, my car, my clothes, this amount of money to go to a person, even if the person happens to be a kafir. In front of you, you want to be nice to them, kind to them. Islam says that's fine. لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم. A person who's Christian, or 8 years, he was nice to you at one point. You want to do good to him. Islam says, yes, you can. That's fine. You write that in your will. This is called al-wajib. This is called al-wasiyya fil mal. This is for you and I if we have money. But Imam Ali tonight, he doesn't have that. So he only talks about one wasiyya. And wasiyya of Imam Ali is 2 types. One is for just Imam Hassan and Hussein. But it's mentioned for you and I to benefit from it too. But then the second part is for all of us. But I'm just going to go a little quick because lack of time. As for Imam Hassan and Hussein, in that will, Imam mentions 7 things. 7 wasiyah for Imam Hassan and Hussein. What did he say? He said, Usikuma. Kuma means to both of you, Hassan and Hussein. What is it? The first thing he mentioned in his wasiyah is bitaqwallah. Allahu Akbar. The first thing Imam Ali is mentioning to all of us, to Imam Hassan and Hussein, he said the first thing you have to be concerned, I always warn you, is to have taqwallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, that is the best solution, brothers. The entire problem that we have today in the world is lack of taqwa. If the entire ummah will work according to this will of Imam Ali, wallahi, we will have the better world together. And that is why Imam al-Khomeini rahmatullah ta'ala alayh, in one of his saying, he said, if Allah is to put 124,000 prophets all together in one place, he said, لَمَا اخْتَلَفَ. They will never dispute. Why? Because they have taqwa Allah. Every one of them is saying Allah or me, you and I. The reason why we dispute, because I say I and you say you, so it becomes two, right? But if you say Allah and I say Allah, is it one or two? It's one. There's no dispute. But when the problem is when you and I start to point me, and that is why it's called in Arabic al-ananiya. Me is the problem. But when we all say him, huwa is one, there is no problem. That is why Imam Ali said, Usikum bitaqwallah. That is one. Number two, then he goes to the next thing, which is the most important, the biggest obstacle in front of taqwa. وَأَنْ لَا تَبْغَيَ الدُّنْيَا. Allahu Akbar. Do not seek this world. وَإِنْ بَغَتْكُمَا. Even if this world come to you, seeking you, chasing you, Imam Ali said, no, don't like it. Deny the world. Because this world is the biggest obstacles in front of us. حُبُّ الدُّنْيَا. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا حُبُّ الدُّنْيَا. And when we say حُبُّ الدُّنْيا, it's one word, but it contains a lot of things. Number one, حُبُّ الْمَالِ. وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. Quran says, al-khair, the money. Number two, حُبُّ الْجَاهِ. Love for positions. This is one of the biggest problems. That Imam Ali said, Imam Hassan and Hussein, وَأَنْ لَا تَبْغَيَ الدُّنْيا. He said, denounce this world. And this is Imam Ali in one of his khutbah. He says, Ya dunya talaqtuki thalatha la raj'ata fiha. In Islam, when you divorce your wife 3 times, it becomes haram for you unless you get married. Imam Ali said, I divorced this world 3 times, no return. That is Imam Ali alayhi salam. So he's telling his children to do the same. And then he said, وَإِن بَغَتْكُمَا. Even if the world come to you, he said, deny it. That's number 2. Number 3, وَلَا تَأْسَفَا. He said, don't be sorrow and sad about something that you were denied about it in this world. Allahu Akbar. You and I, we are not denied something, but we always sorrow and sad. Imam Ali is telling you and I, وَلَا تَبْغَيَ الدُّنْيا in the previous one. And you and I, we are, not only we are in the service of dunya. How many of us, and this is the time to tell each other the truth, how many of us, we chasing this world? That we work more than the hours that we're supposed to work. We spend more hours outside. Not that Islam is against bigger house, nice place, nice car. No. Islam wants you to live good. But what Islam said don't do is التعلق بالدنيا. Don't cling to this world as what Islam said don't do, and that's what Imam Ali said. How many of us, when something is being denied to us, it becomes biggest issue? Imam Ali said, وَلَا تَأْسَفَا عَلَى شَيْءٍ زُوِيَ عَنْكُمْ. That is number 3. Number 4, he said, وَقُولَ الْحَقِّ. Whenever you talk, he said, tell the truth. And that is what we're missing among ourselves. Telling one another the truth, we're missing it. Imam Ali alayhi salam said, وَقُولَ لِلْحَقِّ وَعْمَلَ لِلْأَجْرِ. الْأَجْرِ أي الْآخِرَةِ. Anytime you do something, make sure that you work for akhirah more than anything else. And then Imam Ali alayhi salam said, وَكُونَا لِلظَّالِمِ خَصْمًا. Always, when you stand here, Amir al-Mu'mineen, amazing. كُونَا لِلظَّالِمِ خَصْمًا. Al-Zalim, it doesn't matter even if it's a Muslim, even if he's wearing an Islamic dress. He said, if it's Zalim, Imam Ali said, كُونَا لِلظَّالِمِ خَصْمًا. Fight oppression in every shape that they might come in. A zalim can come in different shape. As long as he's zalim, Imam Ali said, fight him. وَلِلْمَظْلُومِ عَوْنًا. And be a kind and supporter to whom is oppressed. Madlum is kafir, is atheist, it doesn't matter. As long as it's madlum, it's a kun muntasir Allah. Nasir Allah, support him, help him. There is Imam Ali alayhi salam, Imam Hassan and Hussein. Now our turn comes. Now listen to what Imam Ali saying. And there's وَأُوصِيكُمَا وَجَمِيعَ وِلْدِي, and all my children, وَأَهْلِي, and my family, وَمَنْ بَلَغَهُ كِتَابِي. That's us, any one of us. What is it, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? The same thing, first thing he said there, بِتَقْوَى اللَّهِ. Imam Ali alayhi salam, he says, his will to all of you, all of us tonight, is to always have Allah in your presence. Feel whatever you do that someone is watching. Allah is watching 24/7. And not just Allah, huh? In Dua Kumail, Allah, Imam Ali alayhi salam, what does he say? He said, not only Allah is watching, وَكُنْتَ أَنْتَ الرَّقِيبَ عَلَيَّ مِنْ وَرَائِهِمْ وَالشَّاهِدَ لِمَا خَفِيَ عَنْهُمْ. There are some other who are watching. Number one, you have two angels, Raqib and Atid, they're watching. You think that is all? No. The earth that you walk on, they are recording, they're watching you. Is that all? No. Every single day that comes in your life is recording and watching. That is 3. Number 4, your own skin that you have is watching and recording everything. وَقَالُوا لِجُلُودِهِمْ لِمَ شَهِدْتُمْ عَلَيْنَا قَالُوا أَنْتَقَنَا اللَّهُ الَّذِي أَنْتَقَ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ. Your hands and legs also are recorders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Feel the presence of Allah. أَلَمْ يَعْلَمْ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَرَى. That is taqwa Allah. That is the first one. Number 2, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, what else do we have to do? It's a وَنَظْمِ أَمْرِكُمْ. نَظْمِ أَمْرِكُمْ. Organize your affairs. Be organized on time. Unfortunately, today, one of the things that we're known of as a Muslim is not following time. Today, if you want people to come to your house at 10, they have to tell them at 9 o'clock. Because if you say 10, they show up at 12. And now Eid is coming. We say, okay, we want to start the Eid at 10, but we have to tell everybody at 9:30. So people show up at 10 o'clock. Imam Ali alayhi salam said, Nizam, time, organize your affair. This is your Amir al-Mu'mineen. It's telling you about this, brothers. These are serious issues, brothers. Imam Ali figured it out more than 1,000 years ago. He said, وَنَظْمِ أَمْرِكُمْ. Organize your affairs. Watch your time. Allah said in the Quran, وَالْعَصْرِ, I swear by the time. You think time is not important? That Allah swear with it in the Quran? Time is so important. Imam Ali said, وَنَظْمِ أَمْرِكُمْ. Allahu Akbar. Is that Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? That is number 2. Number 3. Imam Ali then goes to talk about different things. The next thing Imam Ali talks about is also observe أوصيكما Allahu Akbar بالأيتام, orphans. Orphans? Yes. Who is an orphan? A person or a child who lost a father. It's called yatim. Imam Ali was known as Abul Aramil wal Aitam. Reading the history, they say whenever Imam Ali calls the adhan of Fajr, the children of Kufa, they say, Hada sawtu abuna Amir al-Mu'mineen. That is Imam Ali alayhi salam. Abul Aramil wal Aitam. Wallah, it's very important, brothers. Today, how many orphans do we have in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in other part of the world? Imam Ali alayhi salam, he said, Allah fil aitam. Watch those aitams. Take care of them. That is one of his will to all of us. The next one, it says, Allah fi islah dhati baynikum. فإني سمعت جدكما رسول الله يقول إصلاح ذات البين أفضل من عامة الصلاة والصيام. Imam Ali alayhi salam, when two people are having dispute, two brothers, they have argument, they're not talking. Two centers, they're not talking. Imam Ali is talking to you. Now you open your eyes and your ears to listen. This is not my words. It's a Najil Balaga. Your Imam is talking to you tonight. Islah dhati baynikum. Work on what? Reconciliation. Reconcile. Work together. فَإِنِّي سَمِعْتُ جَدَّكُمَا. And Imam Ali said, don't think this is from me. It's also from Rasulullah. جَدَّكُمَا Rasulullah. And Rasulullah doesn't say this from him. It's from Allah. لا ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى. إصلاح ذات بينكم فإني سمعت جدكما رسول الله يقول إصلاح ذات البين, reconcile between two people. أفضل is better من عامة الصلاة والصيام. عامة الصلاة والصيام أي الصلاة والصيام المستحبة. You want to get closer to Allah with your salat nawafil and siyam al-nawafil. Imam Ali said to go and reconcile between two. Allah prefers that over your 2 rakah prayer or thousands of your rakah. Now what about if I'm in the middle of the dispute myself? Imam Ali says, if you are outside, go and reconcile. If I'm in the middle, what should I do? I have to do whatever it takes to work on this and solve that problem. هذا من إمامكم. This is from your Imam. And when you get a chance, take a look at Najil Balagha and see what Imam Ali alayhi salam is saying. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam didn't stop there. Then he continued in that khutbah. And then he said, the next other wasiyah of Imam Ali alayhi salam to all of us. I said, Allah fi jiranikum. Your neighbors. Jiran, neighbors. Allahu Akbar. Imam Ali is telling you, be careful about your neighbors. Who's my neighbor? In the fiqh, they say your neighbor is 40 bayt in jihat al-yamin, 40 houses on your right side. 40 on your left side. 40 in front of you, 40 at your back. They all are related to you. If one of them goes to bed without a food, Allah is going to ask you Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allah fi jiranikum. They said, I heard Rasulullah ما زال يوصينا بهم حتى ظننا بأنه سيورثهم. The Prophet talked about it so much to the point we thought they will inherit. They will be part of the family. And Jiran, did he say Jiran al-Muslim? No. حتى وإن كان فاسق. Say جيرانكم. Allahu Akbar. That is Imam Ali alayhi salam. That is one of the will of Imam Ali tonight. Another will about Imam Ali from Imam Ali alayhi salam, which I want to end with there. There are many more, but I just want to emphasize on this. He said, Allah fil Quran. Allahu Akbar. لا يسبقكم أحد العمل به غيركم. Don't let other people work according to Quran and implement it without you. Here, I just want to give you something smaller to take it home as a message of tonight. Alhamdulillah, all of us tonight, everybody here, we have cell phones, right? Good. Now, I just want tonight, just take Quran as the level of your cell phone. Not more than that. I'm not asking too much. If I say more, you'll take it too much. No, the way you treat your cell phone, treat Quran like that. And see how better you can do with the Quran. Number one. When you're going out and you forget your cell phone, what do? You go back, right? To take your cell phone, right? Make Quran like your cell phone. That anytime you want to go out and you forget Quran, carry Quran in your pocket all the time with you. Just ask as your cell phone, not more. Just as your cell phone. 2, whenever something comes on your phone, what do? Text message, right? Comes, what do? Immediately. Some of us, mashallah, even in the middle of the salat, we want to see what is the message is about, right? Now treat your Quran as your cell phone, that whenever you get a chance, take and see the message of Allah in that Quran. That is 2. Number 3, don't you sometimes give cell phones to your loved ones on your birthdays? Did you ever think about giving your wife or your child a Quran as a gift? So you can read Quran? Imam Ali said, Allah, Allah fil Quran. More than that, when the cell phone rings, do you answer the call or you don't? Allah Akbar, sometimes in the masjid we put no cell phone, so mute your cell phone, but still it works in the masjid sometimes, right? Now if you are to treat Quran, wherever the call of Quran comes, do you listen to the message of Allah in that book as you listen to the call and answer the call? Treat your cell phone, the Quran, as your cell phone. More important, wherever you go somewhere, you take your cell phone, you take your charger with it, right? So that it will always be charged. Did you ever think about what will charge you also in terms of spirituality? You charge your phone, so it stays alive all the time, so you can receive your call. Did you ever think about what would charge me as a human being in order to be a good Muslim? Quran is one of them. If we are to treat our Quran as our cell phones, today our children, sometimes 5 years, 6 years, they have cell phones. But ask your children, do they know where the Quran is? Do they carry Quran with them as they carry cell phone? You worry about it. Now, not only that, in the emergency, you have cell phone. The first thing you do, la samhallah, if you get in an accident or sick or something, the first thing you do is to call. You use it in your emergency, right? Now, with emergency, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what would you call? That is Quran, brothers. If you are to take the Quran as the way you take your cell phone, we will be better society and better Muslims. And that is from Imam Ali. Allah, Allah fil Quran. The last that I would just want to end with this, about the will of Imam Ali alayhi salam. He said, alaykum bittabadul. Allahu Akbar. He said, I want to tell all of you, Imam Ali alayhi salam, bittabadul, help one another in the society. You are there, a person doesn't have it, he said, help them, be there for one another. Bittabadul. He said, wa iyyakum, and I warn you, bittadabur, turning away from one another. That is the message of Imam Ali alayhi salam tonight. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam said in the khutbah, he said, Ya Bani al-Muttalib. Now he's talking to all of his children. He said to all of them, I would not allow you تَخُوضُونَ دِمَاءَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Go and start killing other innocent people. تَقُولُونَ قُتِلَ أَمِيرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Allahu Akbar. Imam Ali alayhi salam, he said, I will not allow you, Imam Hassan and Hussein, to go and start killing people because your father is killed. He said, أَلَا لَا تَقْتُلُوا إِلَّا قَاتِلٍ. Don't kill anyone except the one who killed. That is Imam Ali alayhi salam. لَا تَقْتُلُوا إِلَّا قَاتِلٍ. The one who killed me, killed. That's it. And how do we kill him, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? He said, فَضْرِبُوهُ ضَرْبَ بِضَرْبَ. He said, you hit me one. He said, when the time comes, he said, hit him once, that's it. Allahu Akbar. Wallahi, what a beautiful message from Imam Ali alayhi salam. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam called Imam Hassan alayhi salam. He said, Ya Hassan, udnu minni. To come closer to me. Imam Hassan came closer to his father, Imam Ali alayhi salam, tonight. When the entire family are around Imam Ali alayhi salam, they all crying. They are going to lose their father for good. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam said to Imam Hassan, Bunayya, إِذَا مِتُّ فَغَسِّلْنِي. Say, whenever I pass away, I want you to take the responsibility of washing my body. وَكَفِّنِّي, and put the kafan on me. وَحَنَّطْنِي, and put the tahniyat on me. وَصَلِّ عَلَيْهِ, and I want you to pray on my body, Ya Hassan. And then he said, وَإِذَا صَلَّيْتَ عَلَيَّ فَكَبِّرْ سَبْعًا. So when you do the takbirat, make it 7. But remember, these takbirat is only for 3 people, and that's it. Who are those 3 people? Rasulullah, and myself, and your grandson, Imam al-Hujjah, Ajjalallahu ta'ala. Then he said to Imam Hassan alayhi salam, Bunayya, oh my son, after all this, I want you to pick at the back of the coffin and leave the front of the coffin. Who will pick the coffin from the front, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? Imam Ali alayhi salam said, فَإِنَّ جَبْرَائِيلَ وَمِيكَائِيلَ يَحْمِلَانِ مُقَدَّمًا. The 2 angels, Mikael and they will come and pick the front. And you don't have to do that, Ya Allah. Amir al-Mu'mineen, then what? Imam Ali, while he was talking, the narration said, then he became unconscious. Imam Ali alayhi salam was unconscious? Yes. Then he gained his conscience again. Then he said to Imam Hassan, Bunayya anta khalifati fihim. He said, from tonight, you are the Khalifa, you are the next Imam. You take the responsibility from here, Ya Hassan alayhi salam. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam said to him, Ya Hassan, these are the responsibilities that you have to take after me. However, while Imam Ali was talking, the narration said then he became unconscious. And then when he gained his conscience for the second time, Imam Hassan alayhi salam, he said, I saw my father was sweating. Then he asked Imam Ali alayhi salam, he said, Ya Aba Mali araka da'araka jabinuk. I saw your face. Your forehead is sweating. What's wrong? Is everything okay? Imam Ali alayhi salam said, Naam ya Hassan. Sami'tu jaddaka Rasulallah. I heard your grandfather said, إذا نزل الموت بالمؤمن أرك جبينه. When a death is approaching a mu'min, the first thing that happens, the first sign is his forehead will be sweating. وسكن أنينه. And then, oh, Allahu Akbar. As soon as he mentioned this, Imam Hassan and Zainab and Hussein, they all started crying. Then later on, Imam Ali alayhi salam became unconscious again. The narration said later afterwards, he gained his conscience again. And then the narration said, Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, I was looking at the face of my father, Imam Ali alayhi salam. I said, Yugma alayhi sa'a ba'da sa'a. I said, 1 minute I see him unconscious and the other I see him conscious. I said, this is the first time I see my father in the situation. He said, while I was looking, I saw the color of my father change from the poison. Then this La'in ibn al-La'in put in this in his sword. The narration said, not only that, Imam Ali alayhi salam, he was laying down. He said also that I saw his lips was moving with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only that, Imam Hassan alayhi salam said, I was watching my father from close. Then I saw him. I saw his face was looking towards the sky. He said the first thing I saw him did was he closed his eyes. The second time I saw him was to stretch his hands. And then the third thing I saw him was to stretch his legs. He said the next thing I saw was to show him was taking his last breath, departing from this world. Allah ya Allah, rahimallahu man nada wa إماما رحم الله من نادى وعليا رحم الله من نادى وعليا رحم الله من نادى وسيدا This is how Al-La'in ibn al-La'in made all of us orphan by killing this great Imam and great personality. ألا وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. صلى الله عليك يا